Hello, hi everyone. In our last video, we learned what we needed to learn before we begin deploying our Springboard Java app to Google Kubernetes engine. Okay, now the second step we are going to look at, and that is setup and requirements. So, for the setup, what all things we are going to need, we are going to see in this video here. So the first step is to sign into Google Cloud Console. So to sign in, just click on this link here. I'm going to provide all the links for Google Code Labs and to this particular tutorial as well in the description below. So you'll be fine with having the links. You'll be able to reach until here. Once you reach here, the first step is it is asking you to sign into Google Cloud Console. Just click on this link here and it takes you to this page. So I'm already signed in to my Google account, so that's why it is showing me this this particular screen here. If you're not signed in, it will ask you to sign into the Google account. Okay, so sign into the Google Cloud Console, create a new project or reuse an existing one. So I'm going to create a new project. So to create a new project, you have to click here and click on new project there. Give a project name which resonates with you, which you like rather, and make sure the project ID you are aware of it. So see, my project name is dev shg, and my project ID, it is only telling me that my project ID will be dev shg. Please understand that this project ID is immutable, you cannot change it. Okay, once this project is created, you cannot change it. I can change it now, right away I can change it, which I don't want to, but once a project is created, you cannot change it. Project name you can still change, but project ID you cannot. This has to be unique. So I'm going to create this project. Okay, but it is still creating the project for me, and it has created the project. Okay, it is asking me to select the project. Okay, now because see, I'm still working on my earlier project. I have few multiple projects that I'm working on. So it is, so that's why it is saying here you are working on project development shg. But if I want to work on my project that I just created, I have to select the project. Okay, so let us select the project there. Okay, so now see, it has changed. You are working on project dev shg, it says. Okay, so let us go back to this page here, uh, and create a new project. So we have already created a project. If you don't already have a Gmail or Google Workspace account, you must create one. I already had my Google Workspace account, and I have just used that. So here it is showing me again how to create a new project. We have already created a new project, so we are fine. Further, it is telling me about project name and project ID. It is giving me some information. Okay, the project name is display name for this project's participants. It is a character string not used by Google APIs. You can always update it, it can be changed. It is just a display name for the project's participants, what they see. What is the project ID? Project ID is unique across all Google Cloud projects. It is unique across all the Google Cloud projects that exists. Okay, and it is immutable. It cannot be changed after it has been set. The Google Cloud Console auto generates unique string. So here it auto generated the unique string based on my project name, and that is dev shg. Let us look at my existing projects. Okay, so see, this is the project name dev shg, and my ID is dev shg. So Google Cloud gave me a default ID. Okay, if let us look at my earlier projects. Now let us look at development shg. The ID that it gave was development -12132023. So what here it is trying to say is it is auto generated and it tries to be unique. Okay, in most code labs you'll need to reference your project id. Okay, project id is important in the code labs. If you don't like the generated id, you might generate another random one initially only. Okay, alternatively you can try your own and see if it's available. If it's available, since it is unique, they'll check if it is available. Okay, similar to how Google account addresses, it checks if they are unique or not. It can't be changed after this step and remains for the duration of the project. Okay, for your information, there is a third value, a project number. So here we cannot see the third value, project number, but this say with some APIs used. Project number is used by some APIs. Right now we don't need to understand that. We just need to remember that there's something called as project number. We don't even need it in this lab. Okay, second step is you'll need to enable billing in the cloud console to use cloud resources APIs. Now this thing I have already done. I have already enabled my billing. Okay, I have already enabled my billing for my account. Okay, running through this code lab won't cost you much, if anything at all. Okay, to shut down resources to avoid incurring billing beyond this tutorial, you can delete the resources you create or delete the project. New Google Cloud users are eligible for $300 USD free trial program. So I am a new Google Cloud user and I am eligible for $300 USD free trial program. So you see here it is showing me some credits that are available and I have used 0 out of all of this. Okay, so I can use this account free. You have to of course connect your credit card to it, to this Google Cloud account, but you don't have to worry much. Like you already have $300 uh, USD available to you to use. Okay, so this step you'll have to do. Okay, enable billing. I'm not going to show that to you here. Next is activate the cloud shell from the cloud console. First, to activate the cloud shell, what you have to do. So I'm here. Just to activate the cloud shell, just look for this icon, activate cloud shell. It is even showing me the tooltip, activate the cloud shell. It is saying from the cloud console, click activate cloud shell. If this is your first time starting cloud shell, you are presented with an intermediate screen describing what it is. If you are presented with an intermediate screen, click continue. Let's see what happens with us. Okay, as soon as I click there, it's trying to start the cloud shell. Okay, as soon as I did that, it started a shell prompt for me, and I can see dev shg as my project here. Okay, so I didn't since this was not the first time that I'm using Google Cloud, hence it did not show me this screen, but for you it may show you the screen. Okay, the virtual machine is loaded with all development tools needed. It offers a persistent 5 GB home directory and runs in Google Cloud, greatly enhancing network performance and authentication. Much if not all of your work in this code lab can be done with the browser. Okay, once connected to cloud shell, you should see that you're authenticated and the project is set to your project id. So yeah, you can see already that the project is set to your project id here. Let's go ahead, run the following command in cloud shell to confirm that you are authenticated. Okay, just select this and type it here. So the command is gcloud auth list. It's going to tell me if I'm authenticated already. I am authenticated. If you're not, it will give you a authorize button, authorize pop-up. Okay, and you just have to click on authorize there, but I am already authorized, so I don't have to do much. Let's move on to third step, and it is gcloud config list project. Run the following command in cloud shell to confirm that the gcloud command knows about your project. So just to confirm if gcloud command is going to know about my project, just click this. Okay. See, after I ran this command, I see project is equal to dev shg. So it has already been set. If you don't see project is equal to dev shg here, rather you see something else, my first project or anything else, you have to make sure that you are pointing to your project that you just created. To do that, they are saying run this command with your project id. Remember, not the project name, project id. We saw in the earlier screen what's a project id and what's a project name. So run this command with project id, and whatever project you have created will be referenced here. Okay, so right now in my case, it's running that command is not needed because I'm already referencing the project id that I have created just now. Okay, so this is all the setup and requirements that are needed for you to start running this code lab. Okay.